What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Just got on here real fast, just a quick little video. I did just come back from Matt Walsh's The Daily Wire's Am I Racist movie. Man, I gotta say, it was pretty fucking funny. Did have some times where it dragged a little bit, and there were some kind of annoying times where he was just kind of purposely being annoying. This is it right here, a comedy to DEI for, and oh my god, he plays the role really fucking great. He really dives in, and he's fucking funny, like no bullshit. He's actually really funny, and the one thing I left when I was talking to my friends that I went with is how the fuck did he keep a straight face in a lot of this time? I have no idea how he did that. It's pretty fucking amazing that he could do something like that. Oh my god, it is very good. Um, like I said, it does have some of its moments, but especially when you get towards the end, oh, just dying laughing. Definitely worth a watch. I'm gonna play a clip of course you can't find many clips on here because it's not out yet, but I'm gonna play a clip on one of them, and it's kind of like one of the beginning portions of it. And this lady right here, she's just such an insufferable lady. But go ahead, and we're gonna talk about it.
My daughter's 4 years old. I am an anti-racist educator, quote unquote. She's still watching Disney movies, and she is choosing a white princess over princesses of color.
Have you talked to her?
Oh my god, she's choosing the white princess. What a fucking racist bitch. So fucking stupid. She's 4. Get the fuck out of here.
About that?
All the time.
My 3-year-old daughter is her favorite princess is Moana.
Love it.
It's a good sign.
Yeah.
But then I also thought, there's a little bit of cultural appropriation here. She wants to be Moana for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we navigate that? Do I go and buy the Pacific Islander native attire for my white 3-year-old?
Yes.
I wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
But I guess what we might call the Moana problem here is what, on one hand, is cultural appropriation. On the other hand, there's gravitating towards white characters.
Right.
So it's almost like no matter which way you go, you end up back in racism.
You think every space belongs to us because we live in a white supremacist society.
Is America an inherently racist country?
I think the word inherent is challenging there. If we say
Fundamentally,
yes. America is racist to its bones. All of the
so inherently.
Yeah.
They gonna say you racist.
All right. So that just like one of the clips that I could find on YouTube. And oh my God, she just keeps talking that he does express, when should I talk to my kid about racism? She goes, before they can even talk. Basically saying talk to babies about racism. And it's just so stupid. Like, what the fuck is this lady tripping on? Like, whatever she's on, you need to pass that over. But it does have its like a lot of it is just like that. One of the things that I felt that was one of the funniest parts is at the end, because he's going through this training on how to be anti-racist, right? And it always ends up like there's no way, right? There's no way. Like they say, well, you're white. There's no way you can like not be racist. It's just inherent. And even when you try to strive to be anti-racist, you're still going to be racist in a way. And that's the DEI and just that's the whole concept of it, right? I mean, as they say, like the demand for racism is higher than the supply, because they're always gonna find racism in everything, and they do express that in this film. Like there's just no way. One of the scenes, he does go to a biker bar, and it's a bunch of just white, hood ass white people, some straight out the trailer kind of white people, and they're just looking at him like, what the fuck are you talking about? And one of the dudes is even there, and he was like, my granddaddy were in the Klan. He goes, I don't give a fuck. I just treat people the way they treat me. And he's still in character, so he's like, why are they not? Why are they talking like this? He's just like kind of acting dumbfounded by why these white people not understanding the racism that they have inherently. and he talks to this fucking this what is it, Boomhauer? This Boomhauer kind of guy where he's just like, it's just it's funny. It's comedic in a lot of ways. And I will play another clip for you. These ladies, oh my God, they're just terrible. So apparently there's a new lucrative business where bunch of white people just pay. I mean, but yeah, where a bunch of white people just pay these ladies to berate them and call them racist and all that. And there's one part of the scene where she goes, "My husband's black, and sometimes I catch myself telling him to be quiet because it's in a quiet space." And then she goes, "Why would you do that to your black husband?" Well, that's racist, and that's white splaining, and she goes off on all these isms and all this kind of crap, and it's pretty fucking wild. I'm gonna play a clip for you real quick.
I used to be a white woman, an unsuccessful one, for many decades, and it was a miserable experience. And really, the hatred of yourselves and each other is like the not seeing your power, the being afraid, like
that right there, the hatred of yourselves, and it's like you make them hate themselves. What are you fucking talking about? The you fucking you make them pay you money so you can berate them and fucking make them feel like shit, and then you tell them, "Look at how much you hate yourself. How pathetic." Fuck. Why didn't my guidance counselor tell me about this shit? I knew I could do this shit. Hey, white people, you wanna fucking pay me? I'm a fucking beaner from fucking Texas. Please, money here. Please, give me your fucking money. I would love to take it. I'm all about working for my money. Don't get me wrong, but if you're willing to give me your fucking hard-earned money because you feel guilty about some shit, who am I to say no?
all you do is talk shit about each other, talk shit about yourself. Oh my God, I'm so fat.
That's all they do.
Even that part right there where she says, "All you white people do is talk shit about each other." You obviously don't have fucking Mexican tias, bro. I mean, the chisme talk. Oh my God, they love talking shit. That is not a white people thing, you stupid bitch. And I don't know what this chick is. She says she's not white, but I don't know. She says she was white at one time, but I thought she was maybe Indian or something. But she could be she could be a beaner like me. I don't know. But if she is, she definitely is fucking. She doesn't know nothing about her culture. Come on. You know the cheese is fucking strong in our culture. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. People love that shit. Fucking my wife's Japanese. They love that shit too. I know black chicks. They sit around and talk shit. They love that shit. Women in general just love talking shit about each other. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. It's so stupid, but we're gonna watch a little bit more because these chicks, I can't even. Ugh, just the look at the smugness on them. Ugh.
I'm telling you, these white women.
But that's it. It's I'm so fat, I'm so stupid, I'm blah blah blah.
Sorry.
Your kids are watching you, and they're watching you talking shit about each other, raging against the machine or being silent or whatever the hell it is that you're doing or not doing, and they know that you're not doing shit for them.
That's so important.
I don't even want to go there. Yeah, your kids are watching you, and they're saying they ain't doing shit for them. I don't know. Last time I checked, that's not particularly white people problem. And I'm sure there is a lot of white people that have that problem, but I mean, statistically, come on, what are we talking here? But and I'm not here to fucking dog on anybody's race. Fuck that. We all know it. We all talk shit about each other. Like, what the fuck is that? But yeah, I can't even stand these ladies. They kind of just upset me the whole time because they're just so fucking annoying. But that's what they do, and they came out on Dr. Phil, which is surprising. It's also like stupid that he like gave him like that. Oh, they're doing something good. I didn't see the whole clip, but I haven't seen the actual show because I'm not a big fan of Dr. Phil. I know he's been coming out lately on all the shit with the inflation and sex trafficking and all that, which is fucking awesome. Good for him to come around. But he seemed in the little clip that they showed in the movie, he seemed like he was kind of giving them legitimacy. And I'm not like, come on, bro, you can't, knowing what they do, you can't give that shit legitimacy. I just think it's just not that's not what we should do as a society, is knock each other down in those ways. And just like really, you're just gonna have people pay you for you to call them, like, basically just dog on them. And white women, what the fuck are y'all doing? God damn. Like, what the hell is y'all's fucking problem, dude? Yeah, y'all are. If I knew you would pay me for me to talk shit to you, fuck, I would have did this shit a long time ago. But I don't blame white people for nothing. I mean, it's so stupid. But man, it is incredible. So one of the big things is Robin DiAngelo. is on that film, and he actually makes her pay reparations. And it's funny because when you watch the actual film, you'll see it, just the uncomfortableness of her, and they're always talking about, you gotta brace the uncomfortable, you gotta brace the fear, that's the whole anti-white. And trust me, I've been in those DEI meetings and they're fucking miserable. And me, I can never keep my mouth shut, obviously, and I talk a lot of shit during them because it's so fucking stupid. I wish white people stood up for themselves a little more because it's kind of embarrassing. And this goes for the ones that actually partake in these kind of stupid things. This ain't going to all white people, don't get me wrong. Now, Robin DiAngelo, she's the one that wrote Right Fragility, that great book everybody loves so much, where it's a white people telling you how racist you are. I love how it's always white people. And I myself have been called a racist by a white principal a long time ago, and it was hilarious being there. And it's like, well, that's very racist, and you seem very racist. And it's like, oh my God, just listening to that. But it is hilarious. Like back when I was doing that job, it is what it is, right? But they really feel that way, and it's pathetic. So Robin DiAngelo is very famous. I mean, she's been all over the circuit, and with that book, the bestseller, New York Times bestseller. I mean, she's just the bestseller and all that during that time period. And he makes her pay reparations, and she got busted looking like a fucking dipshit, like she is. And he gave her all these scenarios, like, oh, what if this happened? Pretend I'm a black person. Let's do this. And it's just like it's the dumbest thing. You can't smile too much. You smile too little. It's just like constant. I mean, there's no winning. It's an unwinnable war, and that's what they like about it, because they keep getting money. I mean, if people are paying, like he had to pay her $15,000 in the movie to do that fucking interview. If somebody's paying you $15,000, you're gonna keep talking about this shit. I know I would. Fuck, give me fucking $5. I'll continue that fucking scam. I'm like, fuck. It's incredible. But look, check out this her so-called I was tricked bullshit. This is her excuse right here. We're gonna go ahead and watch this.
Ben was not a willing participant. In fact, how do you know that he wasn't forcing me to do it? Maybe I'm the innocent victim in all this. Have you thought about that, Robin? Continuing on, she says, after reviewing the sequence of events and discussing it with colleagues, I realized that they had lied about their agenda and I had been played. I spread the word on my networks. Unfortunately, last month, I started receiving hateful and misogynistic emails. Some referenced the Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro's website, which announced that
Of course, misogynistic. Yes, it's because you're a woman. Yes, everything is because you're a woman. God damn, women, come on now. Does everything have to fucking be about... Dude, it's not misogyny. It's you're just a fucking idiot. Okay, let's go on.
The film is indeed being released. It's not titled Shades of Justice, nor is it meant to support the anti-racist cause. It is a Borat-style mockumentary titled Am I Racist? And designed to humiliate and discredit anti-racist educators and activists. Their deception was carefully planned and well-funded. The interviewer was, in fact, Matt Walsh, a far-right provocateur, backed by Shapiro and Daily Wire Plus, and yes, wearing a wig. Am I Racist is not only about me, and I was not the only one who fell for their deception. Sadly, many of those being mocked are women of color. I've not seen the film, nor do I...
Of course you have to say that. Come on, bro. It's because you're a woman. And oh, he mocked women of color, so everybody of color can see that and be like, oh my God, he's fucking racist. Look at him. Goddamn Hitler. He's a goddamn Nazi. I mean, come on. And one of the biggest things that they say in the movie is those ladies that have those dinners. Would you switch places with anybody that's black? Yeah, motherfucker. I'd be Jaden Smith in a heartbeat. I'd be Will Smith. I'd be fucking Martin Lawrence. Give me any of those motherfuckers, bro. Like, yes, I would switch in a fucking heartbeat. Yes. And they all don't raise their hand because they're just like, oh, because secretly they're fucking racist. And it's such a like stupid question too. I just think it's such a silly question. Would you switch places with a black person? Which black person? What are you talking about? A millionaire? Are you talking about a poor black person? I wouldn't switch places with a poor white person. The fuck does that even mean? Like, would I switch places with another Hispanic? No, and I'm Hispanic. Like, what the fuck? That's such a like a gotcha question. That's almost like the police shining light in your fucking eyes and saying like, "Hey, you moved away," or "Oh, you're blinking," or "Look, your eyes are dilated." Bitch, you shining a fucking light in my eye. What the fuck? Like, what the? It's such a corny little gotcha, right? And of course, she can't just woman up to her shit and say, you know what? I did look stupid, and maybe I'm doing something that's not fucking really legitimate. I mean, obviously, look at me. I look like a fucking dipshit. But no, she's just gonna be like, oh, come on, women of color, back me up, back me up, because I won't look so dumb, right? And that's what it is. And let's finish it.
I plan to watch it, so I don't know how they have used any of my interview or how they've edited it. But if you see clips of the full film, consider the source, Matt Walsh. So who is Matt Walsh and what is his and his backers' agenda? Luckily for us, he has clearly answered that question without shame time and time again.
And there we go. That is the gist of it. It is just embarrassing that she would stoop to that level, but that's what they do, right? That's what it is. One of the really good highlights of it is he reenacts the Jesse Smollett scene. I thought that was fucking hilarious, and they, instead of saying Empire, you know, they're all Daily Wire, and he's in Chicago and all this kind of shit, and they do the whole fight scene. It's hilarious, and I just thought it was funny. So they started talking about that, and one of my friends that I went with, he was like, "I didn't remember that," and I was like, "How did you forget that? It was such a big thing," and how he got just so much publicity, and I was just fucking talking shit, telling my friend, I said, "You know what? One of these days, I'm gonna go out to Subway in the middle of the night and come back with a fucking towel on my back and fucking go into a fucking business and say, oh, you know what? If some white dudes came in and said it's MAGA country and they fucking put a towel on my back and said to dry my back because I was a wet back." I mean, just something silly, right? And that's all they want to hear. They would be like, oh my God, put him on a fucking 60 Minutes or 2020, put him on now. That whole story fell apart so fucking fast. I mean, it was ridiculous. Jesse Smollett's whole thing, and it turned out to be a hoax, of course. And they talk about they interview one of and he's a black man from New York, and they interview him, and he wrote a book about hoaxes, and he explains how most of these cases are hoaxes. He could go on, and he does say some. Throughout the thing, they talk about how you need to be anti-racist towards your family. How, if you ever heard somebody say a racist joke, that you have to confront them about it, and explain to them that they're doing this wrong and everything else. And at the very end, so Matt Walsh goes through all this shit, right? He gets on actual TV stations, and then he eventually gets to Robin DiAngelo, like I said, makes her pay reparations to one of the black men, which only gives him $30. And then eventually he's on this talk show, and he promotes his new thing, and it's called like the DI workshop, or the work workshop or something, because the whole time they're talking about you gotta do the work, right? Do the work to be anti-racist. And he he's just being just total fucking dipshit, going full in. And I gotta give this man credit. Matt Walsh, fucking awesome. Like, how you could keep a straight face and most of that stuff, fucking awesome, bro. Like, I was dying laughing during that whole scene. It was just too fucking funny. So he says his Uncle Frank says some crazy racist things. Racist jokes at the dinner table. So he gets the black guy. He goes, William, my Uncle Frank. And he says the joke. I'll let you see it, so I don't want to ruin it for you. But it is a Mexican joke, which is fucking, it was like, oh, we made it. Yes, we're on Matt Walsh's fucking joke list. At the end, he's just yelling at him. He's like, that's not fucking funny. And that's not this. And he's not cussing, but he's just yelling at him. And he's just going off, like scolding him. And it's just so fucking funny, and how he could keep a straight face in that scene is incredible. And then it's pretty funny because he has like a little South Park moment, where they kind of have the lesson at the end, the moral lesson, and has like a little speech and all that, like Stan usually does, or Kyle. It's always one of the two, right? Cartman's just a douchebag, but it's a good like little speech on what it is, like the moral of the whole story on how to just live and stop seeing each other for like the way the media portrays America is. And that's what it basically comes down to. The media is fucking fueling all this racism and all this shit. And race relations are not as bad when you live in the real world. But if you watch the news, you would think racism is just fucking on fire all the time, and it's at your face constantly. And yeah, it ends pretty good in that way. I had heard some people say they didn't like the ending, but I thought it ended pretty good. Definitely worth a watch. Definitely go watch it. It'll make you laugh. It'll make you fucking pissed off. It'll put a smile on your face. The only reason I say it make you pissed off is because just the shit that people say, like some of the stuff that people will say, burn it down, and that girl I showed you earlier, the one that could be Hispanic or not, whatever, the one that's at these dinners, she just she just like constantly like, America's not worth saving. It's a piece of shit, and fucking I hate America. And it's, what the fuck are you doing here then? Get the fuck out of here then. Like, if you hate it that much, then go somewhere where you think it's better. They will never leave, of course. That's just what they say. So watch it. We're gonna be coming together again. Me and the boys will be out here soon. I think tomorrow or Thursday, the latest. We have a little bit of politics, not really too much, and then we're gonna just throw on some funny subjects that we do, just drink and have a good time. Bring the laughs. Now, would love for y'all to pop in, comment on the videos, like it, let us know what y'all think. If there's a certain topic that y'all are interested in, definitely would love to hear about it. And yeah, peace out.